The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
I think one thing has got to be noted before I say anything. I mean, I think we played pretty well today, but Tennessee played with 7 players. I don't know why Harrison was out, but they, some of their stars and some of their quick guards that can bring the heat to you, they were out, and we understand that. But at the same time, the 7 that we played against are parade All-Americans, and, typically we come down here and we can't leave feeling as good about ourselves as we can today, especially the way we played in the first half. As a whole, we met some of our goals. We want to try and hold them under 100. We want to try scoring more than 50. We want to hold them with less than 20 offensive rebounds. The only goal we didn't meet that we set out was to have 20 or less turnovers, and we had 21, which we had the one right there at the end. Proud of the players the way they came down here. We didn't play very well against North Carolina the other night, losing 88-27. We had some of the same looks that you saw us shoot tonight that we actually made. And typically when we come down here, even though we know we have good players and we have good shooters, we just don't make the baskets like we did tonight. It was good to see Tatum especially, who is, she's third on the all-time list at Carson-Newman in three-pointers made, and to see her come out and play the way she did, that's something I've been looking forward to with her being obviously a local product.
Questions for the players? Tatum, in the first half, it seemed like you guys couldn't miss almost from three-point range. You and one of your teammates were both 3 of 3 early on. Let's talk about the success from behind the line.
It was really nice to start off that way because usually you start off missing, you feel, you get off slow. But when you start off hitting, it kind of brings the whole team up, gets everybody's confidence up. So it was really nice to go 3 for 3 for me and Brooks.
Tatum, you're an East Cincinnati. Get 4 weeks more to pick off the ball you're in. How does that make you feel?
It was nice because, I usually come to exhibition games and struggle a little bit, and just to come in here and hit shots and have teammates hitting shots and all of us playing together is a really good feeling.
For any of the players, was Wednesday's game having that experience, was that helpful at all then?
Talk a little bit.
I think it was very helpful. We didn't play as well on offense as we did tonight when we played North Carolina. So, just our coach letting us know that we can actually play with them. We can try to compete. We had to come here and compete, and Wednesday's game really got us ready for that because we didn't do as well as we thought we could.
You want to add anything, Brooks? All right. Did you
Pardon me, I couldn't hear you.
You've won a championship everywhere you've been.
You're bringing it here, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I plan to do, bring a championship to Carson-Newman.
Jasmine, 7 rebounds, you're outside the post early. What did you have to do to fire guys in the paint?
Get low, box out. That is one thing our coach told us, that we had to box them out because they were bigger than us. So I tried my hardest to, try to get low and get right up in them so I could, try to play with them.
They were trapping you guys pretty aggressively. How do you get out of that and stay, not in that fluster, I guess, because they're coming right at you pretty much all over?
Our coaches preach about, being poised and controlling the tempo and keeping your head. So that's what we came here to do and compete and try to, because when they get turnovers, they get hype and they start running them down the court, and we wanted to control the tempo, and I think we did pretty well tonight.
Kailyn off the bench, you hit 3 in the first half. Did you want to be at Spark Club today? Because you really expressed from the team in the first half.
Coach talks about roles all the time on the team, and I definitely feel like that's one of my roles is to come in and just give the team energy, so that's what I try to do when I come in.
Tennessee's only playing for one exhibition game. Are you glad that Holly kept this in place and give you guys a chance to come in here still?
Absolutely. This is for some of them, it's a once in a lifetime here, but for some, they get to come for 4 years as long as we get to keep playing it. To some degree, I dread it, the way the game has gone here of late, but when we can come in and play well like we did tonight, it certainly makes it a lot more enjoyable. And to see, we used to get up around that 50-point range more. I think last year we scored 31, which was very disappointing. But it's just you can't. This environment compared to anywhere else we've played. We've been to Duke, we've been to Carolina. It's just an incredible environment they have here at Tennessee, and for these kids to drive 25 minutes down the road and play here, it really helps us. Even when we've played bad or we turn it over. We always start the year strong at Carson-Newman because of the Carolina and the Tennessee exhibition. And, we hope to keep playing. I know Tennessee's going to be really good this year. They're going to be probably even better next year when they get some of those kids available. But we hope to keep coming down here and playing. And they're not afraid to come down here and potentially get beat really bad. They know that it's an opportunity for us to come down and showcase Carson-Newman women's basketball. And when we do like we did tonight, it makes us look pretty good, I think.
Coach, for you, what's the biggest takeaway from this game? What are you happiest about?
Well, the one thing, there's three things, I guess. We're talking about wanting to rebound and not. A lot of times we've been out here and we've allowed Tennessee to throw it in over our heads. So one thing we talked about was playing behind on the post and trying to, because they let you play a little bit more physical at the D1 level and certainly at the SEC level. So we were trying to push them out and make them take tough shots instead of throwing it over the top. We want to limit their offensive rebounds, which I think we did an okay job there. We want to limit our turnovers because if we can handle the ball against their pressure and against their pressure in the half court, then we know we can certainly do it at the D2 level. And just the poise, like they talked about, being able to get open. Sometimes just getting open on the wing is very difficult at this level because the size differential is really hard with their length. And, I thought we were able to run our offense a lot better tonight than we did at Carolina. We ran it okay in the first half against Carolina, but those are the things. We're always going to carry something from this game by playing against, one of the most storied programs in the country.
Mike, going back on going to the next weekend, how do you feel about that this week practice?
Well, we have struggled to score. We've struggled to score in our one scrimmage. We struggled to score last week against Carolina, and we've actually been struggling to score against each other. But now I'm starting to believe that, maybe our defense is pretty good. Maybe we've picked it up from a defensive standpoint, and that's making our offense struggle in practice. And that was the one thing I was concerned about coming down here is how many points we could put on the board. So the way they performed in the first half, putting up 34 points, certainly holding Tennessee to 41, I was really proud of them. And it was nice to see them have some success and being able to put the ball in the basket. And I think we can carry that defensive and offensive confidence going into our first game Saturday against USC Aiken. Tennessee's really big. They're super, super big. I think I read where this is the biggest team roster-wise that they've ever had. And of course, you got Massengale and Carter that are two of their guards, so they played out of position today. But I think it's just the size. I think Middleton, I believe, is going to add a dimension of a three-point shooter. Of course, with losing Simmons, I guess they need to replace that. But their sheer size is just unbelievable.